All right, I'm saying hello today with David Brown, who is an expert on Miami culture and multicultural Miami. And I wanted to show you, you've actually written a book about the Haitian immigrants in Miami, right?
Yes, I have.
Tell me a little bit about that. The story of Little Haiti.
Yes, this features the pioneers, the people that built the community, going back to 1965 to 1979. After working in the Haitian community, primarily first in the nonprofit sector, I realized that there's never been a written history of Little Haiti. So I wanted to do this for two reasons. One, in order to have a resource for children in the Haitian community to do a report on their own community and find some resource in the library. The second reason is to honor the pioneers. And what I mean by the pioneers, these are the people that came here first and settled in a historical subdivision of Miami called Lemon City. This is the first one. She came in 1965. And these sketches were done by Willard Fils-Aimé. He is a Haitian artist. He did these sketches from pictures that were provided, and these are in charcoal.
Very interesting. So you're obviously very involved in community activism and community activities in Miami here.
Yes.
I believe you're also the founder and the organizer of the Riverwalk Festival,
yes.
right?
I moved myself downtown and my office about 4.5 years ago, and found that there's a lot of people moving into all these condos, and more people are forming a neighborhood in what was before a downtown that really was kind of desolate after 5 p.m. But now the census statistics from 2000 with 20,000 population to the census of 2010 reflect about 80,000 living in the greater downtown area.
That's excellent.
So I wanted to create a festival that was a place where people can interact with each other, with the business community, all in a beautiful venue where the river meets the bay, where the Miami River meets Biscayne Bay.
Really?
Yes. So on the new Riverwalk at the mouth of the river, I created the Downtown Miami Riverwalk Festival.
Riverwalk Festival, yeah.
And it's been very popular, especially among residents that live in the condominiums, to come out. I have a children's section. I have complimentary tastings from 10 restaurants.
Nice.
I have a boat parade, primarily with all the government boats that patrol the river.
And lots of sponsors, too.
And lots of sponsors, yes.
Yeah.
We're very fortunate that people want to reach the new market of downtown Miami, and this is one of the main ways that they can do so.
That's wonderful.
By showcasing their support for the emerging neighborhood.
Exactly. Well, I think your efforts have been recognized by a number of organizations, including media. Why don't you tell me a little bit about some of the select awards and acclaims that you have earned with all your efforts here in Miami?
Okay. Well, I don't like to to brag about my work. I tend to be very modest and low key when it comes to that, but I have been recognized by both the mayor of the city of Miami, the current mayor, Tomas Regalado, as well as the mayor of Miami-Dade County, Carlos Alvarez, with various different proclamations for the Riverwalk Festival, for the Haitian Pioneer Day, and for my efforts in other areas. There's a couple articles that have been featuring my company, especially when I first opened the company.
Let me mention the name again, because I'm going on a tour with you today. Urban Tour Host?
Yes, this is the Urban Tour Host.
Urban Tour Host?
Miami's Cultural Community Tours.
Right.
If you'd see that Business Monday front page, that was 2003. And this features a lady that has a restaurant in Liberty City on the cover. And of course the byline says, an effort is underway to open up Liberty City, Little Havana, Little Haiti, and other urban communities in South Florida to tourists. And of course you see more of a full description of those neighborhoods in the center of the article.
Yes.
And then closing we see here, ethnic neighborhoods seek a slice of the tourism pie.
Exactly.
And this is what community-based tourism is all about.
Absolutely.
A lot of people don't understand the distinction between mass tourism and community-based tourism. And in that, I do believe that over the last 10 years I've created a national model and an international model for the formula that I use. And basically it comes down to knowing the carrying capacity, how many people to bring into a neighborhood, But even before that, the preparation of the neighborhood. In other words, I spent 7 years meeting the people on the ground before I even brought one tourist into the community.
Really?
Yes, I have.
Fascinating.
To make my relationships with the entrepreneurs, with the restaurateurs, with the pioneers in the community, because I want all of them to be part of the tourism product.
That's great.
When I take people into a church, I'm going to show you later in Overtown, we pay the church and we pay the pastor. So everybody wins.
Everybody wins, yes.
Since I started the program, Miami's Cultural Community Tours, I can say that there's been a great feeling of hope in many of our urban communities. A lot of storefronts that have been boarded up in the past and have brown paper on the windows now are vibrant centers of commercial activity based upon what I call the cultural product.
That's great. That's awesome to hear. I'm so looking forward to seeing it. But before we head out on our actual tour today, there's something that stands as a symbol for your engagement also in supporting the local arts.
Oh, yes. You know, every community has so many resources. And the greatest resource in a community is the human resource. And there are so many people out there with talent. Whether that talent involves taking a coconut and some palm fronds and making this beautiful bird feeder that can hang anywhere around somebody's home. I mean, just look at the vibrance of this
it's gorgeous.
piece. And this is made by a Jamaican friend of mine, and you know, he's got a great concept here, and I'm going to be promoting him and trying to get the word out about some of these artists that, you know, sometimes people really don't know about them in the mainstream. And one of the things that I love to do is to connect people to the cultural product. This is just the joy that I get when giving a tour. I like to connect people. I like to promote economic development, and at the same time promote cross-cultural unity within the community.
Wonderful. We share a lot in common. I can't wait to get out there and learn from you about Miami. This is wonderful. Thank you, David. Actually, before we go, your website, how can people find you?
Sure. The website's www.miamiculturaltours.com, and our phone number 305-416-6868.
Perfect. Thank you, David.